And welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 2. This is Mr. Joseph, and on today's exciting episode we're going to take our first action in the game to proceed with the storyline, having just escaped from the
Tell
dungeon.
me, how did you get into adventuring? It is a dangerous business, as you well know. Any one of us could die without even a moment's notice.
A lot of banter, you know. I'm going to talk to this guy up here. Now this guy is actually a fairly useful merchant early in the game here.
Well, you look like the sort who has more than two gold pieces to rub together.
The reason I say that is because he has a lot of spells. Well, I'm sorry, no, he has a lot of other things besides spells. None of which are really magical, so I'm not really that interested, but let me sell a couple things to him. I mean, I do need to make a little cash real quick, so I think I'm going to sell him pretty much all of my unused items. And all my gems. And other jewelry. Okay, well that was profitable. Now, the person that well, okay, hold on. I'm gonna try to identify as much stuff as possible real quick before I waste any money doing so with others. I don't know if what I just said made any sense. Probably not. But, you know, like I said earlier, in an earlier episode, this game has a lot of inventory management that goes along with it, and especially having MON leave the party unexpectedly, all of her stuff automatically goes to everybody else. And so I have to deal with that real quick. Give her a helmet. Excellent. Does she do missile weapons at all? No, not right now anyway. Okay. I mean, she could. Incidentally, you cannot remove Mink's hamster from his inventory, as, you know, functionally useful as that would be. Okay, so we got a girdle +4 against crushing. Let's give that to one of our warriors, Minsk, I guess. Protection from electricity, protection, cursed scroll of weakness, foolishness, wand of frost, and that's all the identifying I can do. Incidentally, you cannot learn protection scroll magic directly. At least to my understanding, I don't think you can. Okay, so this is just to give you an idea of how I would manage my inventory in this game. Can't identify any, well, I guess I got the monster summoning wand identified. I'll identify, I put the wand of frost in my quick
Tell
items.
me something about yourself.
I'm a simple elf. I tell her that I added her to the party because she looked like a valuable ally. Each character has built-in banter like this that you just have to deal with.
Welcome to my humble establishment.
I mean, some people like it, and I guess it's not bad, but I personally find it a little bit tedious. I'm going to sell him both of my cursed scrolls, and I'm definitely buying this scroll case. I'll probably buy 2 or 3 total for the game. Anyway, this merchant sells a lot of spells, and so if you need spells, this is a good place to start out getting some. Especially towards the bottom here, there's some great spells. However, oh, and you can use them to identify stuff too. And I was going to say, however, I don't really need much in the way of spells because my character came with a lot of spells because I imported her from Baldur's Gate 1. Okay. Looking one more time at my spells to see if I can learn any of them. Otherwise, I'm going to set them in the bag. This is one of many useful inventory management tools, this scroll case. Allows you to store scrolls without taking up inventory slots. Okay, so I think I've got a pretty good handle on my inventory management. So I'm going to quick save, and I'm going to have Jahira heal Yoshimo. He got the short end of the stick as far as the auto-healing goes. Auto-healing is a protocol where your characters will automatically cast their spells, their healing spells, before resting. Okay, let's go down to here.
As I would have done.
Let's see what sort of information we can gain from. Actually, let's just explore a little bit. Let's go in here.
Hello.
Okay, the child wants gold. We'll give him a gold piece. What is this
You
place?
have my greetings,
It's a
faithful.
temple of Illumonter. You can get temple services. You can also buy potions. We could buy a restoration spell, which I'm going to need some of those later, or some crappy potions that I'm not really interested in. But good to know that it's there. Let's check this one out. There's a bouncer. I'm not going to bother. Something about a vampire. What's going on here? Weak vampire essence. I'm a little bit freaked out about this. This is new content that is not part of the vanilla game, so I guess I'm gonna take this guy out. Ooh, yes, Arena, nice shot. Ooh, yes, Arena's kicking ass. And I killed it. 500 experience. No items. Let me check the guy's body. Ooh, he's got a bunch of herbs. This is another addition to the game. Herbs. I'm going to give them all to my new fighter. Herbs can be used to craft potions and stuff like that. And we'll learn a little bit more about that later.
Step right up.
Okay, there's a store this guy's advertising right here. We're going to go in there in just a bit. There are people everywhere. It's a circus tent. We heard something from the innkeeper about a circus tent. There's a big problem going on. They're not sure what's going on. Nobody's come out alive since it happened. I offer to solve the problem. Sure, why not? Whoa. Quick save. Upon stepping through the door, the world seems to shift. When it settles in, you find yourself standing at the end of a bizarre walkway. Wind blows over you. A massive tower rises on the other side of the bridge. Tent door is nowhere to be found. You shall have to go forward. It sounds interesting. Genie. Something about Kala. Okay, there's a riddle here. Prince is as old as the prince will be when the princess is twice as old as the prince was when the princess's age was half the sum of their present age. Which of the following could be true? Okay, I think on this is a word problem. I think I'm going to work backwards. Okay, when the princess's age was half the sum of their present age. So I think I'm going to take an answer, let's say 20 and 30, and the sum of their present age would be 50, and half of that would be 25. Boy, this is confusing. 25. So when the princess is 25, how old was the prince when the princess was 25? Twice as old as the prince was when the princess was 25. How old was the prince? And I can answer the question. Okay, so here we are, and we're trying to solve this puzzle that the genie is posing. He says that the princess is as old as the prince will be when the princess is twice as old as the prince was when the princess's age was half the sum of their present age. Which of the following then could be true? This is an interesting and complexly worded problem, but basically all you need to do is break it down into its component parts. First of all, by reading the problem, it should be clear that the princess is older than the prince, because it uses language like princess is twice as old as the prince was, princess is as old as the prince will be in the future. Makes it sound like options 2 and 4 are out, because those both involve the prince being older. Also, they can't both be the same age, because the problem clearly states that they can't. If we can substitute the word prince and princess, let's call princess A and let's call prince B. We know that the princess A has a larger age than prince B, so we can say A is greater than B. Not that that matters too much, but we can also say that A, the princess's age, equals the prince's age plus some future number of years, because the princess is older than the prince, and because the first line says the princess is as old as the prince will be. The next line says, when the princess is twice as old as the prince was. So we can say 2 times the prince's age minus a certain number of years, because we're saying when the princess is twice as old. So twice the prince's former age. So prince age minus y years times 2, or if you want to say plus y, difference of years, times 2 equals the prince's age the princess's age when at some point in the future. So we can say a plus x years in the future, just like how we said a equals prince's age plus x years in the future. Finally, we can say princess's age plus, or minus a certain number of years in the past is the same as half of the current sum of their ages, a plus b. So 1/2 a plus b. Now let's start with that third part of the equation first. Princess's age in the past equals half the sum of their current age. So a plus y, when I say plus y, I mean minus the number of years in the past, equals a plus b divided by 2. Or we could say half a plus half b, which would give us the same number. So if we solve that for y, that is to say the number of years in the past equals, and we would just we just subtract the princess's age from the sum of their ages as well, and that will give us the number of years in the past. So we can say y equals 1/2 a minus a plus 1/2 b, or to simplify, y equals 1/2 b minus 1/2 a. Or if you want to think of it this way, y equals b minus a, and that whole thing divided by 2. So the number of years in the past equals the difference between their ages divided by 2. Okay, so let's go to the middle portion of the equation now. we know that when the prince is twice as old as the princess will be, you know, that's a condition of this equation as well. So let's take a look at that isolated. That can be expressed as 2b plus y. b plus y equals the prince's age in the past, b minus y number of years basically, times 2 equals the prince's age in the future, a plus x. So we can say 2b plus 2y equals a plus x, just by distributing the 2 to both the coefficient 2 to both variables. And then we can say, well, let's flip that around. So a plus x equals 2b plus 2y. Then we can simplify and substitute, instead of saying 2y, we can take the equation that we got by doing the third component, which is y equals b minus a all over 2, and we can say a plus x equals 2b plus 2y, or 2 times b minus a divided by 2, which basically means b minus a. So we can say a plus x equals 2b plus b minus a, because it's basically 1/2 b minus a is the same as y. So if you multiply that by 2y, we get 2 times b minus a over 2. The 2's cancel out, and we just get b minus a. So, in other words, that step of the equation equals a plus b equals 2b plus b minus a, which we can simplify as 3b minus a. And if you add a to both sides, then you get 2a plus x equals 3b. And if you solve for x, you get x equals 3b minus 2a. Okay, good. Now, let's take the very first part of the equation. Remembering that x equals 3b minus 2a, going to the first part of the equation, which is that the princess is currently as old as the prince will be. Okay. That can be expressed as saying a, the princess's current age, equals the princess's age plus x number of years. The same future distance that we've been talking about in the other aspects of the equation. Well, since we know that x equals 3b minus 2a from the middle portion of the equation, that is, we can substitute x for 3b minus 2a. So now we get a equals b plus x becomes a equals b plus 3b minus 2a. And if we add the b components together, we get a equals 4b minus 2a. Then if we add 2a to both sides, we get 3a equals 4b. If we divide by 4, we get b equals 3/4 a. So now, and I hope you followed me through that, I know it's complex, but now we know that b, which is the prince's age, is only 3/4 as old as the princess age, which is a. And the only answer that makes sense on that is if the prince is 30 and the princess is 40. Okay, good. We got a lot of experience for solving that needlessly complex word problem. Hopefully you were paying attention in math class in middle school or whatever it would have been. Okay, so we got 19.5, and that's excellent.
Where did you spend your child?
And we're bantering. Okay. Needless banter.
I'm sure all manner of stupid mousetraps
Go ahead and quick save it real quick.
dark.
Well, there's an entrance here. I'm not sure if they're... I mean, it's kind of shaped similarly to the circus, but it's a lot bigger. And I guess we could go all the way around it, but you can kind of see, and I don't see anything. I guess I'll push tab. I don't see anything there. Let's go ahead and just go on in.
Who are you?
An ogre named Airy
Whoever
with
you
a
are,
female
you must flee
voice.
this place at once. He's killed everyone else who has come into this place. Almost. Oh, please run.
Okay, this ogre's complaining about somebody killing a bunch of stuff, which is odd for an ogre, and it has a very sweet voice. So I'm going to ask it why it has such a sweet voice. I'm not a monster. I'm an elf, a winged elf, or at least I was. This covering you see is now an illusion. Okay, we're dealing with an illusion. And Apparently this Kala person is behind it. She's explaining how this person, this Kala individual, tricked everybody and turned the circus into an illusion, and that he must be stopped. I have to get the key from the commoners on the north side of the chamber. Okay. So I have to kill these monsters, which look like commoners. Okay. Here's a regular spider named Hannah.
Oh, I am a simple woman.
Has a son. Blah, 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 blah. Telling me about how everybody shifted form. And she's telling me that the peasants over here are not. They're dangerous. I must kill them. Okay, so she doesn't know where Kala is, but she can tell me that these people over here somewhere are not really peasants. Peasant has nothing to say. Peasant is attacking me, I think. Okay, I guess I'll kill them. I'm a little reluctant to do that, but that's what the game says to do, I guess. It definitely went hostile, and it's making creature noises. Still calling it a peasant, though.
Where shall I display my skill and expertise?
Alright, well, we took some damage there, so we know that they're... And obviously they're not peasants. It takes a long time to kill them, so they're not dropping like a peasant would. And they seem to be changing form there, even though it still says peasant. Yaserina is excellent.
Yeah, I go.
I'm so glad I found her. Okay, we got the sword. We can go free Aerie now. Did we know that yet? I'm not sure if we know that this is somebody named Aerie yet, but let's go free the ogre. Let's put it that way.
You had the key, or rather the sword. Please give it to me, and I can be rid of this illusionary form.
Okay, I gave her the sword. I gained a shit ton of experience.
My skin, it's real again.
Okay, so I told her to join us. Aerie is a multi-class elf. It's a cleric mage. Pretty good, you know, overall pretty good stats. A little bit weak in the constitution department and strength department. Frankly, her intelligence could be a little bit better for a mage, but, you know, overall not bad. And she does have some spells, so can't hurt to fill out the party just for storytelling purposes. Although I doubt I'll keep her, to be quite honest with you. Not much over there, so let's go back this way. I'll go ahead and quick save it now that I've gotten Aerie.
I am here to serve.
Kind of want to kill this thing, but not necessary right
You
now.
must gather your party before venturing forth.
Okay, we've got some beasts. Werewolf. Great.
For Divalir.
Might be time to cast some magic. I'll have Aerie
This
cast
is a lot more exciting than any circus.
magic missile as well. Okay. Oh, it was an illusion, so it just went away.
There is much that I can do.
Aerie needs to get to her missile weapon.
Kales naus misil tagadostan.
Who says?
Nice. Jahira looks good. Ow. Okay. Everybody attack this one now.
To no effect.
Wait. Oh, what? Yoshima's. Okay, so all the missile weapons are just ineffective, so I might as well turn AI off and just have them kind of leave the area. And we'll send our magical weapon to Choppers and to get the rest of the room cleared out here. No reason to waste spells if we can help it. I have the feeling this Kala person is going to be kind of a pest.
My blades cut deep.
Yes, they do. And just so everybody knows, I mean, I have some idea of some of these mod NPCs, but I actually don't know most of them. I didn't know the sorcerer that we found or Yasarina at all, so I'm learning about them for the first time, just as you probably are, or at least many of you will be. Okay. I guess I could try to have Ari learn these, just for experience. And they're pretty ubiquitous, so I'm not really worried about running out of scrolls. I guess I'll trade up for Yoshima's armor here. Get him a little bit better armor class. Get rid of the leather. Okay. Let's, oh, I suppose, did I get everything from here? Yeah, I guess I did. Okay. Let's head upstairs. So quick, save it real quick.
You must gather your party before venturing forth. You must
Alright,
gather
not sure
your
what that's
party
about,
before
but I
venturing
guess we'll
forth.
see. Okay.
My weapon does nothing.
Well, there's Kala. And there's somebody named Quill that Ari was talking about. So I'm definitely not going to kill Quill.
So this way?
Oh, what is... Hold on. Is this a magical katana? Yeah, it is. Okay. I guess I'll have him switch to that and go take them on. I'm going to have... I'm going to do some magic damage over here.
You need something?
Oh, my beast. You have left them here nicely. You're not one. Yes, the regular creature. Now go ahead and tear each other apart.
Speak your mind.
Why is Jahira not moving? Oh, she thinks she needs to use her sling. She doesn't have a magical weapon either, so I'm a little bit concerned about
I
that.
punch.
What is it? For Divalir!
Oh, I need to save Quail. He's getting attacked. The sooner I can get rid of this guy, the sooner I can get over to Quail with my melee guys.
Why do you call on me?
And we've got a great woman to go start the attack. Okay, good. We've got Kala distracted from killing Quill, who I can't tell the health status of. Jahira's weapon's ineffective, but at least she's tanking. Let's see if it's ineffective against Kala. Ooh, Kala's morale failure here. Nice, we got him. Okay, well, that appears to be changing.
I have learned that
The
you
illusion.
are one who would be most envied of the Dra. A godchild.
Okay, well, that seems to have dispelled the illusion, and this Kala person seems to be dying.
You killed me, destroying Kana with your misplaced morals and beast.
A bunch of employees died. And he died too. Now it looks like I leveled.
You're okay.
Quail's okay. Quail appears to be a gnome or something. And Quail's giving her the blessing to leave this place. A couple things. First of all,
Who are you?
this guy's looking for his child, or for his mom. I think that spider I talked to might be his, because she said something about his son. Here she is. Okay, so I reunited them.
Who are you?
Okay, so we got some experience there. Very nice. What's all this? Is this from Kala? Must be. Okay, well, I'll keep that, give that to, Yoshimo, I guess. I'll keep all the scrolls. Keep the bullets, okay. I think I know all those spells, so let's give those to Eri, and then if she doesn't need them, I'll put them in the backpack. In the scroll case. Elves Bane, AC +3 versus missile. Well, let's give that to her. Okay, put these in the scroll case. Okay, well, I would say we have completed our first adventure together as a party.
What do you need?
Well, it's come about the cowled wizards who took Emoen. I mean, that's really where the main part of the story is. And I think we've been told to go to the Copper Coronet in the Slums District, but otherwise we had no idea where Emoen went other than these wizards showed up and took her. Let's exit the building. Now, I really don't want to keep Eri around that much, so I'll probably get rid of her. I mean, she doesn't have anything. I might steal her robe. I might steal her traveler's robe, +1 versus missile, +1 saving versus breath. It's really just nothing. But it does look a little nicer than going naked,
I don't
so...
know you at all. You don't live here.
Okay, somebody who's traveled with the circus. Somebody at the Crooked Crane. We're gonna have to go deal with him. So we get the lamp that is proof of where Kala got his magic to change the tent into what he did. And before I forget here, I'm gonna go ahead and level Jaheira. This will be her fighter level. Oh no, it's her priest level. Oh, it's both. I'm sorry. It's a multi-class, so she gets both at the same time. I may have misstated that earlier. Add another healing. Add another, I'll do cure critical wounds. I could do raise dead. Is that raised? Oh, here it is. You know, I think I may have modded her a little bit to have a little bit broader range of spells available. I'm not sure about that. I'll double check that, but... Okay, so we've basically covered this area. There's two ends. We only went to one of the ends, I guess, but the Adventure Mart we might want to go to. There's some shops along here. You know, let's do that next time. Actually, I want to see what these people are.
Own stones. Get your own stones here.
I have more important business than this to attend to.
Okay, so we got another merchant here. Ooh, light crossbow +2, +1. Studded +1. Some light magical items. Okay, and then some scrolls that look promising. Ooh, that's interesting. I've never seen this before. Ooh, well, it's a cursed short sword +6. Only usable by evil. +1 katana. My cats are playing with each other, sorry. Cancerous bastard sword. It's a cursed bastard sword. Or no, it's not cursed. It's just a +4, and it could inflict, I guess, cancer upon its victim. Katana +4. It's just a +4 katana, but it's a very good katana. +4 wakizashi. They're very expensive, though. All these things are. Except for this. This one is not that expensive. I don't know. I'll think about that one, but some interesting stuff here. Good to know. Especially good to know for Eastern weapons.
Hey, darling. Looking for a good time?
Okay.
Is that so? Wanted some power of yours? Sounds like a real sweetheart, this fellow. Want help tracking him? I'm a dab hand at that kind of thing. Bounty
She's
hunter of
offering
the sort,
to
and
join my
I'm
party.
out of work just now.
And
Fair
let
cutting
me just
findings is all I ask,
pull up
and
her
my
information.
not inconsiderable skills with hunting and bagging and quarry are at your disposal. I'm Dace Lanton, by the way. Nice to meet you.
She's got an interesting southern accent. Alright, well, I'm looking her up, and she is a bounty hunter. Try to see if I can get a list of her stats here before I would consider adding her. Cat neutral female bounty hunter. Strength 13, Dex 17, Con 15, Int 14, Wisdom 12, Charisma 12. Not that great actually, so I'm gonna go ahead and reject her.
Sure, I understand. Maybe we'll meet again. Safe travels.
Not sure if I'm ever gonna see her again or not, but oh well. Okay, well, I think that was a nice little tack on to the end of that episode, so I think we will go ahead and call it an episode now, having completed the circus. And just remember, Professor Snuggles is looking out for you, and we'll see you next time on Let's Play Baldur's Gate 2.